What does Murray cod actually taste like? And why do I leave my fishing rods laying on the ground or leaning on a stick rather than holding them? Stay tuned and I'm going to answer both of those questions in this video. Hey Robbie, you've got mail. You better check your mailbox. Okay Robbie, thanks mate. What's the address? Post Office Box 3006, Yarunga LPO. Wangaratta 3677. Rightio, before I answer those questions, I've got a parcel to open up. You may have noticed last week when I opened up my mail, I sort of combined a Q&A segment with a mail time segment. I'm going to be doing that from now on. So those two questions that I just asked were questions that I received on some of my YouTube comments last week. This is from Ned, Jack and Tess. If you can hear a stupid sound, that's just Jaffa. Off you go. To Robbie, I hope you like this picture. Thank you for making all your videos. I love them so much. Keep making them. From Ned Oldham, 9 years old. Yellow belly chasing a purple spinnerbait. Isn't that just wonderful? And down the bottom here you can see there's a yabby and all the green grass. That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Ned. That is a fantastic drawing. To Robbie, I love your videos. I hope you like this drawing. Thanks, Jack, 12. That is fantastic. Look, we've got a rainbow trout down the bottom here. Looks like maybe a yellow belly there and a Murray cod up here. Isn't that just an outstanding bit of art? That is fantastic. You kids are so talented. Thank you so much, Jack. To Robbie, love Tess, yellow belly, cod, Holly and Robbie. Tess is 6. Isn't that fantastic? Look. There's a yellow belly, a cod, and there's me and Holly. That is just awesome. Look at Holly's got a big ponytail there. Holly will love this. Holly's not with me at the moment, but I will show her this when I get a chance. Here's Ned with a carp that he caught on corn. That is really cool, Ned. And it's very big. I bet you that put up a very good fight. Here's Ned again with a Murray cod caught on a yabby, 55 centimetres, and he got cod thumb. Have a look at that. What a magnificent Murray cod, 55 centimetres, and down the bottom it says that he got cod thumb. Isn't that just fantastic? Here's Ned with a really big redfin, a really lovely reddy caught on a yabby. There's Jack with a lovely yellow caught on an old mate. Now we've got Jack with a lovely yellow caught on a yabby. Wow, you kids have some fantastic fishing adventures. Wow, a massive mud marlin, approximately 80 centimetres. Caught on a yabby. That's a skill on its own. I've caught a couple on shrimp. I'm not sure whether I've caught one on a yabby or not. That's really cool. I apologise for this dark bit here. That's the reflection of my mic. That's the shadow of my microphone. When I set up to film these videos, I never actually know what's in the bag. Ned, Tess and Jack, they are awesome drawings and awesome fish. You kids have got a very, very lucky childhood because a lot of people don't get to go fishing at all, let alone go and catch all these wonderful fish that you catch. Absolutely inspiring and great work. Right, now we've got a letter. To Robbie, we all love watching your videos. They are hilarious and also educational and helpful. In this package you will find a Predatech lure that we have caught yellows and reddies on. The other lure is an Arashi, which is great and easy to cast, and they are great for yellow belly. Keep making videos because our entire family love watching them. Our favourite parts of your videos are the jokes. Here is one for you. What do you call a soup made of koalas, possums and wombats? Soup for y'all. Soup for y'all, like marsupial. Soup for y'all. From Jess, Ned and Jack. From Tess, Ned and Jack. P.S. If you are ever available to go fishing when you are around Bendigo, give our dad Terry a buzz on his phone numbers there. You three kids, thank you so much. You know what, I've got a spider on the lens while I'm talking to you. Off you go, buddy. You kids, thank you so much. That is so very thoughtful of you. And the lures, you didn't have to do this, guys. I've got a shed full of lures, but I absolutely appreciate it. And I reckon that Arashi just looks dynamite for redfin and yellow belly. That looks like a great trolling lure at Lake William Hovell to help, because it looks like something that'll dive very deep. And the Predatech Boomerang 65. I remember using the boomerangs when they very first came out many years ago for Murray cod. That is so awesome. You three, Tess, Ned and Jack, thank you all very much. This is a comment from Jaron Parkinson. Great to see you all catch something on the final day. What does cod taste like? And on the same video, Mr. Poopy Pants has left a comment at the bottom. He said, wonder what it tasted like. For those wondering, Murray cod is a very white flesh. It's a very white, juicy, succulent flesh. It's quite sweet and it is very, very nice. It is easily one of the nicest fish that I've eaten. My favourite fish is a nice yellow belly of around 40 to 45 centimetres, but a Murray cod comes pretty close. Now, back in the day, before there were slot limits or before catch and release was cool, I ate a mountain of Murray cod. I grew up on it, and some of the cod that we ate were up over 60 and 70 pounds. I know it's frowned upon these days, but back in the 80s, that's just what we done. A lot of people will tell you that big cod are fatty. I never had that problem. I found really big cod to be every bit as nice as small cod. And I found the yellow belly, once they get over sort of 50 centimetres, they get really fatty and they are just absolutely foul. But the Murray cod didn't seem to do that, contrary to what a lot of people have told me. Then again, they were all river fish. Had they come from lakes, it may have been different. But to answer that question, a Murray cod has a nice white, juicy flesh. It's good to fill it because there's not too many bones like that carp that I ate last week. And it tastes very, very nice and very, very sweet. If I was going to keep the feed of Murray cod now, I'd probably prefer to do it from somewhere where they're stocked, like Lake Nillikooty or Lake Eildon. I'd struggle to keep one out of the rivers where they're self-sustaining, like the Ovens River where I live. Dad kept one a while back and that's his choice. I've never frowned upon anybody for keeping a feed of Murray cod. A few of the people commented on that video where Dad did because they're happy to share their opinions and push them on us. But me personally, I just like to practice catch and release in the rivers. But if I was at Lake Nillikooty chasing yellowbelly and the Murray cod season was open and I caught one that was over 55 centimetres and under 75 centimetres, it'd be catch in Lake Nillikooty, release in the esky. This is a comment from CZYman, CZEDYMAN. Hi Robbie, I had a question about your fishing style. Why do you tend to leave the rods on the ground as opposed to holding them in your hand to feel the bite better? I would assume that holding the rods would allow you to finesse the bait better, attract more fish and get a better hook set. Is this just the Aussie style of fishing or carp fishing? Cheers from Canada. Mate, thanks very much for watching me from Canada and thanks for the great comment and the great question. To answer your question, when I'm fishing in my area, which is in Wangaratta here in northeast Victoria, when I'm bait fishing, some of the fish have a really soft finesse bite. And I like to have my rod sitting nice and still with a slightly slack bit of line so that I can see any movement in the line and know there's a fish there. If there's a bit of current and you can't keep slack in the line, I just like to have it at a consistent sort of tightness, I suppose, for want of a better word, just so that I can detect any little nibbles. If I'm holding the rod, no matter how still I try and sit, the end of the rod tip's bouncing around and it can be hard to detect the nibbles. I just find it's easier for me to sit there, leave them on their sticks and watch them so that when I get a bite, I can pounce. Sometimes when I'm getting a bite and the fish is nibbling and I don't hook up, sometimes I will then hold the rod because I know he's there and I know he might come back. So I'll hold the rod and wait to feel the bite. But sometimes I can sit there for 3 or 4 hours and not get a bite. In which case I'm not going to hold the rod in my hand for 3 or 4 hours because your hands would get tired. So that's just my preferred way of doing it. Both techniques work well. My mate Praddy, who you've seen in some of my videos, he likes to hold his fishing rod when he's fishing. My friend Laura, we went fishing a while back and Laura actually sat in her chair and held her fishing rod for a good few hours because that's how she likes to do it. But me personally, I like to sit them on the sticks, no bells, and just watch them intently, and that is probably a time in my life when I am most at peace, I'm most at rest, and I'm the most focused. I'll rarely take my eyes off my rod for any more than a moment or two because I don't want to miss a bite. And also by having 2 hands, it allows me to have a drink, something to eat, or play with my phone. I like to take photos. Sometimes I've got my bird camera sitting beside me and I like to take photos of the birds as they go past. So that's the answer to the question. Both techniques work, but me personally, I like to have them sitting on the ground against the stick and just watching to detect the bite. Rightio, thank you to you guys for answering those, for asking those great questions. Thank you very much to Ned, Tess and Jack for the fantastic lures and those photos and those amazing drawings. I'll take them home with me and I'll put them on the wall in the shed. Thanks very much for watching, folks. If you've liked this video, I want to give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video.